Hello and welcome to Cup of Tea's 3-Minute Reviews. And the time it takes you to brew a cup of tea, we'll cover an entire movie. My name is Tim and I'm joined as always by Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. Today's movie is Oz, the Great and Powerful. It is a 2013 fantasy film directed by Sam Raimi. Michael, please give us your hot take.
Tim, this movie was not my cup of tea. Just a no. Absolutely not. What about you?
I agree. This movie was not my cup of tea. I am literally angry at this film for how mediocre it was.
So Tim, what's it about?
The film follows carnival magician and con man as he is whisked away in a tornado to the wonderful land of Oz, where he is mistaken for a long-prophesied wizard who will save the kingdom from the wicked witch. Michael, where do you want to start with this turd?
Gotta start with James Franco, I think.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Both in this movie and as just a broad human. Just a lot of real life problems that really color this film.
Yeah.
Additionally, he's terrible in this movie. Every scene he's in is bad. He can't carry the dramatic weight of the piece. He is unable to even act basic scenes. There's nothing redeemable about his performance here, which is a huge problem because he's on camera all the time.
Yeah, he's in almost every scene and he brings nothing to the table. A block of wood with a smile drawn on it would do a better job. He's terrible. What really bugged me about the film, Michael, is that nobody's bringing anything to the table, though. I wanted to watch this one because they spent over $200 million on this movie, and also because Sam Raimi's directing it. He's a director I like, and he's kind of having a moment right now, but holy crap, this was a miss. He brought nothing here, none of his usual style or flair. Nobody brought anything, though. All the actors are clearly just here to cash a paycheck, and honestly, the CGI looks like they just embezzled the money and threw some screensavers on the screen. It's terrible.
Yeah, the storytelling choices were horrific here, and that was another pain point for me.
Yeah.
We spent 20 minutes at the start of the movie in black and white for no reason. The movie didn't start until 20 minutes in, which is a huge miss in my book.
Yeah.
Additionally, there's a weird subtext to the arrival of James Franco's character in Oz. He's a white dude who rolls into this foreign land, and the first thing he does is enslaves a local and then sleeps with a lady. That is poster child colonialism. It just was really gross to see. Someone did not think that through at all.
Put a really weird taste in the mouth for the rest of the movie. But I want to go back to the CGI. I'm literally angry that they wasted so much money on this mediocre CGI. You've got to be kidding me. They spent so much money and so much time on this movie, and they couldn't deliver anything better than this. Now, okay, all right, this was done several years ago now. You got to give it credit. But holy crap. The other things that came out that same year look amazing. What were they doing? Who on earth called in sick that day and didn't bother to do anything?
Another huge problem, Tim, is we watched this in 2D, but you could tell they had numerous shots that were meant for 3D that just looked so bad, so dumb when you were watching it in 2D, which was a big miss watching it in that way.
My goodness. Michael, was there anything that worked for you?
The scene that worked for me was an emotional scene, and I'm going to describe it to you because it indicates how bad this movie is. Ugh. In the scene, a porcelain young girl has had her legs broken off after a horrific attack by the wicked witch creatures, and James Franco is gluing her legs back together. It was a well-acted scene, mainly because James Franco didn't have to talk, and this girl really carries the emotional weight. I will like to note, though, her name in the subtitles is China Girl. They didn't even bother to name her. That's how lazy this movie is. They didn't even name one of the principal characters in the film. That is absolutely late. Someone should have caught that. But they didn't. And, that's the kind of miss where you're just oh my gosh, what are we doing?
No, I agree. What are we doing in this movie? After 2 hours of this movie, which please save yourself 2 hours. I just kept thinking, what are we doing here? Why are we doing any of this? Michael, when should somebody watch the film?
No one should ever watch this, and I would take that to the next level. If you know people in your life who are thinking of watching this, go find them and don't let them do it. Friends don't let friends watch this movie.
If your friend is thinking about watching it, go over there and slap the DVD out of their hands. They should not be wasting their time on this movie. Thank you guys for listening. This has been Cup of Tea's 3-Minute Reviews.